I ain't a king, not a pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the road is my home and there's so many mil. Cause bird in my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell, as a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs ain't hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not the stereotypes. They do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone jobs. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part, but them LeBron. Rings to the team. I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to the well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020, yeah. VVS, Clarity, yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they door, they taking notice. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they door, they taking notice.
Well, Coach, any Florida resident will tell you that afternoon pop-up showers and storms are the norm, and that's exactly what we have right now. Actually expecting a pretty steady rain throughout today here in Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
48 for Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Matthias Farley. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Check 24, check 24.
Now it's the former Texan. This is Alfred Blue. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Alfred Blue, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go!
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
3 ball.
Rivers now. Try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. Accelerating, and off he goes. 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, it's West. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Looking sideline, incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
He's thrown 1 interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does. And that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson. Flushed out right. Pass incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jackson from the shotgun. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Charger drive about to get going, and they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
At the 7-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Rivers. And this is incomplete.
But there's no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
16 yards. And the Chargers.
Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Because you miss those first 2, but you get up the 0 for 4 range. That can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you can kind of get it back even with just 1 throw.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Rivers. To Gordon, out left. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Chargers.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Rivers now to throw on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the gun, Rivers. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Come on, fellas. At their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Now Jackson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct, and what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now, but later when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
Easy. Hey, let go.
Following the interception here, Rivers steps away to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
These two teams all tied after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Zachary 90, I Brown 80. Let's go. White 89.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rivers. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
180. Mike Fofo. It's a orange possible. Hey, 79. 79. Lucky. 6'6". Bullet high. Check.
Now Gordon on first down. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Hey, 79! 79!
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep.
80 weapon.
Safety's creeping.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now, as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Here's West. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Push him back. Slam. Kill.
This is West. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Set, ready. Come on, move. 57. 65.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle, because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Delta!
From the 22, Rivers caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trevor Williams with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
At their own 46-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Rivers now, 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Now Rivers. Flush, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Give the sack there to Jake Ryan.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
15. Red Delta. Keep it skinny.
Operating from the gun, Rivers. And that is incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time's not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here, don't end up in the end zone, ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's
pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Melvin Ingram has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
Check, green 80. Check, 180. I'm coming for you. Alpha. Hey.
Check 48.
Hey, box drop.
You're not ready.
Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we don't like the 48. Right? White.
Here we go, D. 48.
White.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Back. Left. Hey, wahoo.
56, the muck, boys. 56. Check 56.
From the gun, Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Throwing, Rivers. Stepping up, he'll try. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We're going to shut you down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
And an alley to run. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. So much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On 2nd and 2, Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The old Cal Bear, Brandon Mebane, gets the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
Come on, let's go.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
On second down and 4, Rivers. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Hey, team 6.
First down, Rivers. Throw left side complete. It's Gordon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
190.
44 to Mike. Watch the flag. Motion. Block.
0. Hey, 2.
Mike, 44.
Don't get nervous.
Kill. Turn it up.
Wait, 89.
A first down throw here for Rivers. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time, but it'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Mike's 4-4.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
On second down, Rivers again. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. This is the running back, Blue. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back, and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
57 to Mike.
From the gun, Jackson. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Watch the ship.
Check 9.
On 3rd down, West. And an alley to run. Kendrick West. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. Kendrick West taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and the lead will shrink to 6. Lambeau now after the touchdown. He'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Switch.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Set, 180. Mike Fofo. Let's go, tackle, let's go. We got this. Just cut 180. We got double up. Go.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. And it's complete. Henry. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 25 yards that time.
1st down, Los Angeles.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Tight down. There you go. Hey, I'm going to go load it.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Cluster. White. Check out
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Here we go, D. Cluster up. Hey, Delta. 56.
On 3rd down, Rivers. Benjamin with it over the middle. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the 1st before he's brought down. Rivers to Benjamin, good for the Charger 1st down. Rivers now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. didn't happen on that play.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down.
Protein spill. Red Delta.
Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 yards there, first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
To throw is Rivers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Matthias Farley. He's at the 50. The 30. The 20. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Lambo to add on the extra point. The rain making this treacherous, but the extra point is good, and with it, it'll give them the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Phillip Rivers, no stranger to fourth-quarter comebacks. He's led the Chargers back to victory 26 times coming into this year. But work to do here if he wants to add another notch to the belt. From the 27, Rivers. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a gain of 34.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Operating from the gun. Rivers, wide open receiver, complete. And this will get them all the way inside of Jacksonville's 10. Give them 32 yards as we inch our way to the 2-minute warning. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a first and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Another toe for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Left. 5. Hey, Delta!
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Get that quarterback at all costs. 56. Mike.
He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Okay. Round 80. Load it. Hey, orbit. Check. You ain't got nothing. Bobo's the mic. Mike's Bobo. Hey, I'm coming. Showing it. Shoot. Out. Buckle one.
Back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So they went for the 6, didn't get it. Now the call has to be for 3.
I agree with you. I know the competitive instinct says, let's go ahead and take another shot. But you took it already. Go ahead now. Get the field goal.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Jackson to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee.